Hello friends, welcome back to our channel. Today, we have a topic that's been making waves in the automobile industry, the age-old battle between EV cars and petrol cars. Which one do you think is better? Well, today we are going to dive deep into this debate and find out once and for all. So, buckle up folks and let's get started. Before starting the video, for those who haven't subscribed, it would be nice to subscribe first, so this channel can grow. Before we jump into the comparisons, let's understand what EVs and petrol cars are all about. Electric vehicles, or EVs, are the latest trend in the automotive world. They run on electricity and produce zero tailpipe emissions, making them eco-friendly and perfect for combating air pollution. On the other hand, petrol cars, or internal combustion engine cars, have been around for decades and run on fossil fuels like petrol or diesel. But which one is the better choice for us Indians? Let's find out. So, here's a thought-provoking question for you. Do you know how much pollution is caused by petrol cars in India? According to a study by the Central Pollution Control Board, petrol cars contribute to over 30% of the total air pollution in our country. Shocking, right? Now, let's explore the benefits of EVs that can help tackle this issue. EVs offer a plethora of benefits that make them an attractive choice for Indians. First and foremost, they are eco-friendly as they produce zero tailpipe emissions. This means cleaner air for our cities and a healthier environment for our future generations. Additionally, EVs are more energy efficient as compared to petrol cars, with electric motors converting over 90% of energy into actual power, while ICE engines have an efficiency of around 30%. This means that EVs can save you money on fuel costs in the long run. Did you know that the government of India is also actively promoting the adoption of electric vehicles? According to our government website, EVs are eligible for various incentives such as lower GST rates, reduced road tax, and subsidies on purchase. In fact, the government has set a target to have at least 30% of all vehicles on the road to be electric by 2030. So, it's clear that EVs are not just environmentally friendly, but also financially beneficial. Now, let's talk about the concerns that people often have about EVs. One common concern is the charging infrastructure. How convenient is it to charge an EV in India? Do you think it's easy or difficult? Let's find out. Contrary to popular belief, the charging infrastructure for EVs in India has been rapidly growing. There are already thousands of charging stations across the country, with plans to install even more in the coming years. Moreover, the government has also announced incentives for setting up EV charging stations, encouraging private players to invest in the infrastructure. So, charging an EV in India is becoming increasingly convenient and accessible. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the upfront cost of EVs. Many people believe that EVs are expensive and not affordable for the average Indian. But is that really the case? Let's dig deeper and uncover the truth. While it's true that the upfront cost of EVs may be higher than that of petrol cars, but it's also important to consider the total cost of ownership over the long run. EVs have lower maintenance costs as they have fewer moving parts and do not require regular oil changes or complex engine maintenance. Moreover, the government's incentives and subsidies on EVs, as mentioned earlier, can significantly offset the initial cost. In fact, studies have shown that the total cost of ownership of an EV can be comparable if not lower than that of a petrol car, especially when you factor in the savings on fuel costs. Now, let's talk about the performance of EVs compared to petrol cars. Many people believe that petrol cars have better performance in terms of speed, power, and range. But is that really true? Let's find out. EVs have come a long way in terms of performance. Today, we have electric cars that can go from 0 to 60 kilometers per hour in just a few seconds, and some can even compete with high-performance petrol cars in terms of speed and power. In terms of range, many modern EVs offer a range of over 300 kilometers on a single charge, which is more than enough for most daily commutes. Moreover, with the advancements in battery technology, the range of EVs is constantly improving, making them more practical for longer trips. So, the perception that petrol cars have better performance than EVs is slowly changing. Now, let's talk about the environmental impact of petrol cars. As we mentioned earlier, petrol cars are a major contributor to air pollution in India. But what about other environmental impacts? Are there any hidden costs associated with petrol cars that we need to be aware of? Aside from air pollution, petrol cars also have other environmental impacts that often go unnoticed. The extraction, refining, and transportation of fossil fuels contribute to deforestation, habitat destruction, and water pollution. Moreover, the burning of fossil fuels releases greenhouse gases, which are the main drivers of climate change. These environmental impacts not only affect our health and well-being but also have long-term consequences for our planet. It's high time we start considering the hidden costs associated with petrol cars and look for more sustainable alternatives like EVs. So, there you have it, folks. We've explored the benefits of electric vehicles, the growing charging infrastructure in India, the affordability of EVs, their performance, and the environmental impacts of petrol cars. Based on the facts and information we've discussed, it's clear that EVs are a more sustainable and viable option for Indians. Not only do they offer environmental benefits, but they also come with incentives and subsidies from the government, making them a smart choice for our wallets as well. That's it for today's video, but the conversation doesn't end here. I would love to hear your thoughts and opinions on this topic. Do you think EVs are the future of mobility in India? Or do you still prefer petrol cars? Let's continue this discussion in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more interesting videos like this. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay informed, stay sustainable, and stay curious.